People will say that it's hard to take neurodivergent kiddos out into public, to do social things, to have fun as a family. And I'm here to say it might be hard, but you can still have fun as a family. Let's explore that topic deeper. Welcome to the Autism Diagnosis to Confident Mom podcast with Kira from Kira Brown Coaching. I'm a mom of neurospicy kids and a life coach. I'm here to share real tips and support to help you feel confident as a parent. Did you know that having fun in your family actually builds and strengthens your family? It builds emotional safety. It builds connection. It strengthens regulation. It increases cooperation. People feel seen for who they are. Okay, this is just in families of regular people. But if you have a neurodiverse family like we do, it's even better. Finding joy and having fun as a family reduces masking. And that helps you to see who they really are. We build trust faster through fun than we do through talking. It gives us a sneak peek into how our kids' brains work. And it creates connection without requiring words. So having fun is really important for your family. And now that we've talked about why it's so important, let's talk about how to have fun. I think especially in our neurodiverse families, it feels really hard and impossible sometimes to have fun. It feels stressful and anxiety provoking and like everything's going to go wrong. So let's talk about how to have fun in our families. Our first step is to plan an activity. And I want you to think about two different things when we're planning, okay? Let's pick activities for all age levels. Even if your kiddos are all the same age roughly, pick for some different age ranges because our neurodiverse friends are socially and emotionally younger than they are in regular years. They're usually about a third of their regular age. So let's say you have a 9-year-old, they're socially and emotionally about on the level of a 6-year-old. A 6-year-old would be on the level of a 4-year-old, that kind of thing. So pick activities that can work for all age ranges. And it's also beneficial because mom and dad can enjoy it, but then also kids of all ages can enjoy it. So pick different activities of different age ranges. And then pick something that your neurospicy kiddo loves. Pick something that works for them. So let's say you have one that doesn't do a lot of loud noise. We probably don't want to go to a band or to a rock concert. Let's say you have a loud neurodiverse kiddo. Let's not go somewhere where extreme quiet is expected. Let's think about these things and see how it goes. Same with are they wiggly or can they sit still? Are they, do they have short attention spans or can they have longer attention spans? If we pick something in their special interest area, can we get them to have a longer attention span and participate more? Or maybe you have an ADHD kiddo. Let's do something new and novel, something that catches their attention that way, something they haven't done before. Okay, so pick activities for all age ranges and think about what your neurodiverse kiddos need. And a bonus tip here, it's okay to stretch them some. If we never stretch our neurodiverse kids, they're not going to learn how to operate in the world. So it's okay if we stretch them a little bit. It's okay if you make your autistic kid go to their older sibling's band concert. It's okay to stretch them. Yeah, maybe they take some headphones. Maybe they take something to do during it so they're not bored. But it's okay to stretch them and push them a little bit. Now that we have an activity planned, let's talk about what we can do ahead of time to make it work better. The first thing we're going to do is what we call front loading. We're going to front load our expectations on the schedule. So we're going to talk about what kind of behavior is expected. Are we going to a museum where we need to keep our hands off? Are we going to a museum where we're allowed to touch things and explore, like a children's museum? What are we going to do when we get there? How long are we going to travel there? How long are we going to stay there? What happens if I need to go to the bathroom or I'm thirsty? What happens if I get hungry? What happens if I need a break? Is there somewhere for me to go? All of these things, plan them in advance and talk about them. But most importantly, go over the expectations of what is going to happen, of how you expect them to behave, okay? So we're going to go over expectations both, go over expectations and schedules both, and then we're also going to plan an escape. What happens if something doesn't go as planned? Because sometimes that will happen. So maybe we take 2 vehicles. So if one person is ready to go before the rest are ready to go, we can leave with them. Maybe we have a safe word. We have a word that we use when we're ready to go so that we don't have to feel obligated to stay. Know what it's going to look like to leave. Know if your children are going to have a harder time leaving this activity. If that's a harder transition, pre-warn them. Excuse me. Give them a heads up. But have an escape plan. And it's okay. It's okay if you don't see all of what you went to go do. So let's say you went to a museum. You made it through a third of it. Great. Some of you might be like, well, I wasted my money. We didn't get to see it all. Not a waste. Did we have fun? Was it enjoyable? Was it a waste of money if we went and we stayed for a third of it and everybody enjoyed that third and we go back another time to do another third? Or is it a waste if we went and we forced them to stay the whole time and we melted down and we don't remember anything we saw anyways because it was miserable? Which one's the real waste of money? We're not wasting money. Have some fun, and it's okay if you don't get through the entire activity. Okay? We can do small activities. We can do big activities. We can do activities at home. Maybe we bowl water bottles. We get out of the bowl and we bowl water bottles. Or maybe we take our kids bowling. There are different ways to have fun without eliminating the option. Okay, so we have to get creative. One way that I like to think about this a lot is my family lives 60 miles from town. We live 20 miles from our nearest neighbors, and they are elderly. And so we do not have a close babysitter. And I don't know about you, but who is going to call up their friend and be like, or acquaintance, and be like, hey, can I drop all 4 of my kids off at your house? And oh, by the way, 2 of them have ADHD and 1 has autism. And the third one might cry because she doesn't know you and she's feeling anxious because of her anxiety. I don't feel comfortable doing that. And so we had to get creative on date nights. Do you know what we started doing? At home dates. Do you know what we do? We pick up takeout and reheat it and eat it after the kids go to bed. Or we buy a game and we play it after the kids go to bed. Or we come up with whatever activities and we do them at home. So maybe your fun is at home. Maybe your fun is out in public. But there is a way to accommodate having fun as a family. Maybe it's a dance party while you're doing the dishes. Maybe it's a planned activity. Maybe it's a church activity where you go and learn to dance rather than a dance party at home. Whatever, you know your kiddos, what can they handle? Don't be afraid to stretch them a little bit. You've got this, Mama. You're doing better than you think you are. Go out and have some fun. Thanks so much for listening to Autism Diagnosis to Confident Mom. If this episode helped you feel a little more seen or supported, please take a moment to like, follow, or subscribe to the podcast. And if you know another parent who needs to hear this, share it with them too. We're all in this together. You're doing better than you think, Mama. You've got this.